territory for a marvelous scorer like Devin Booker.
Great to be here on this blessed Tuesday.
Nba outside.
The day's so great.
And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Sabonis.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Good. Good. That is awkward.
And
when he asks somebody, they're like, no.
A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
How are you going to know without asking?
Kevin Durant, bullseye, money on the three.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Defense is always going to have trouble with Sabonis inside. He just forces mistakes.
Brent, Domantas Sabonis is truly a player you can run an offense through.
Yeah, he's a guy that you can basically put anywhere on the floor, and all of a sudden good things are going to happen, whether he's playing out of the post and dealing with double teams, or he's at the top of the key, able to read the defense, using his vision and his ability as a big to drive the basketball. Domantas, one of the better playmaking fives that we have in the NBA.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked him.
Who's her favorite product?
A 3 from MP. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Booker kicks to Dunn.
Went across the country. She's got 2 product sons. When we do return,
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
No one there to
Let's
kill
the 3 fly. No good from Booker.
He was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
The 3 from MP. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. MP's got 41.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
All alone, and the dunk by MP.
MP using those young sticks to get ahead of everybody for the score.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as much as 10. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. KD's shot is off. The Kings trailing. Monk, the pass to MP.
Hey, 2 things. One,
for the tie. Pass to Valanciunas. Monk outside. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The Suns have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
You change your number?
Jones checked in for the Kings. Ellis comes in for MP. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. 5th best, the Kings.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group.
I love the new car. It really did, but there's a lot of things that I have to work on the side and all the buttons on the top of it.
Well, you got to get in there and tinker.
Yeah.
What about, does the seat have massaging or no?
I don't think so. Does our seating?
What about cold air? Ask them if it blows cold air.
Does it blow cold air? No.
I bet it does.
There's no really good for comedy,
Yeah, yeah. There's like next to the heated seats, there's like a one
ball by Sacramento. Kind of like what Devin
Booker
is doing in this one.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every 3-pointer he takes right now.
Fires away from way outside. Unable to get that one. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With the new whip?
Hey, I really do like driving. You know, thing is, I know
And
now.
while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting. Royce O'Neal is out there at goal. And it's Durant. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Jones in at the wall. Counted.
Quick step and a nice play by Jones.
That cog in the end, you know? It was such a good cog.
The Kings trail by 8. MP outside.
That's just a bit. That was just a bit. I heard him. It's such a
It's up a 3.
It's so long. It's the longest I've
The
ever talked
rebound by
to.
Richards.
He was
Richards got his
worried he
7th
wasn't
rebound of the
gonna
game with that last one. Durant finds Jones. Back to Durant.
Don't worry about it. All right, let me go. Then I got work to do. Safe travels. Talk to you soon. Love you.
Yeah, sometimes nothing to do with Durant. His size lets him defeat the inside contact.
And today's guest will watch me.
Now, here's MP. Sacramento again missing.
And that
Original
was a little
Penguin
bit
is
of
an
a
iconic
range
American
check for
clothing
him.
and lifestyle
Well, I
brand
thought they
known
played
for
smart,
blending
and then
vintage
all of a
flair
sudden it
with
was
modern
maybe a
fun.
little
With a rich
too flashy
heritage
there.
dating back to 1955.
That's unfortunate.
O'Neal kicks to KD.
Has been a trendsetter
Ball setting the pit for Durant. Connects from three-point range. KD's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
They make fun clothes for fun days.
For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter.
I didn't know they made fragrance. All right, get your hands on
MP
original
outside.
Penguins pieces.
Shot to
Start
stop the
your
run.
body in the original
Phoenix
Midnight
grabs
Lights.
the
Also,
miss.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
The Kings making a switch here. Monk's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. As Allen's checked in for Bull. Here's Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Thank you for having me.
My first
The
question.
Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
They still
Well, it
scare me,
speaks to
though.
how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better, so the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
And the second free throw, good.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Are there memorable
They've been
buildings
looking out of sync
that make up that
offensively.
skyline?
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, that's right.
That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
Never steps foot
Jones has
inside.
got 4 assists now tonight. Timeout, Sacramento.
With white parents, what was Ohio like in the 80s? Were you aware? Did you feel like, oh?
I didn't hear the term transracial adoptee until I think I moved to Seattle. But it does, you do have this like George of the Jungle feel when you're like Asian on the outside, but you feel like a white, make like a white person. And they have
White person name.
well, I mean, the first time I kind of
Just a little under
got to
2.5
know a
minutes
lot
have
of
passed
Asians
now
when I
here in
went
the
for my
fourth.
fellowship at Stanford, and there were a lot of Asians there.
Stanford hit the bell.
Here's MP.
Another one. It's so many Stanford grads on this show. It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, I don't know, but
That was the first time you met a lot of Asians in
Trying to
here
get
in
something going.
California.
yeah,
Sinks the
and you know,
triple.
when you meet other Asians,
Could come
they
down
have like
to
a
selection,
secret
bad
handshake, and they
shots
expect you to know
in the
certain
first
things,
half. Here in
and
the
when
second,
you don't, they're
using
sort of
his
like,
head, finding
you
some
know,
more efficient opportunities to score.
what's wrong with you? Like, why? Or there were people who start speaking in Korean to me, and I'm like, I'm not.
How about now?
KD with it.
So now I
You
feel
know,
like I'm
French horse.
feel like when I went to college, I took Korean and I met more Korean people, but still, there's this feeling of like,
from Durant.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
It's kind of an interesting, like, racial identity.
MP against
What about your children? Are you making them more aware
Sabonis
of their...
sets the pick
So
for
my
MP.
daughter, she's in kindergarten. She
A
came home
three-pointer
and she
off the
said,
mark.
Cannot get
she's half
anything
Korean.
to
We were
go. If
talking
there's
about that.
going to be a way to
And I
get
said,
out of
you know,
this
you're
hole,
half Korean. And
I don't think you'll be the one to do
will I
it.
be full Korean when I grow up?
Durant finds Allen.
He's a good kid.
So it's hard to
Jones,
explain.
no one around him.
Yeah.
The three-pointer's off the mark.
Yeah, it's interesting to explain.
You attended the Ohio State University.
Pass to
Yes,
MP.
You say it like that.
Takes a three.
Yeah.
Like a complete asshole.
That's how we say
O'Neal
it.
with the rebound.
He's been off the mark, and
Because
that hasn't
there's
helped them
Ohio
chip
University.
away at
I
the
know.
lead.
And you
It's
just,
been a theme
you don't
here
want
this
to be
quarter.
associated.
Allen for three.
Those kids
Wow,
were
came
rarely
this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line
You
for
have a
three
good
free
time.
throws.
They were in a party school.
That one
I
on
did.
Monk.
I had a really good time.
And a moment
Really
now,
good
quickly
time.
take a look at the
It's always
offensive
been one of my
approach
favorite
for the
cities.
Suns.
I think they put an
Oh,
emphasis
yeah.
on attacking the basket. And
What's your least favorite Ohio State? 8. 8 is awesome. You've been there?
Sacramento, DeMar
briefly.
DeRozan is checked in for Levine, and MP subbed in for Ellis.
John
And
back
for
there,
the
he's
Suns,
from Ohio.
Mason Plumlee's
He
checked in
cares
for Nick
about it.
Richards. Dunn comes in for O'Neal, and it's Booker in for Tyus Jones.
Like 2 hours from Columbus. Okay, 2 hours from Columbus. That's not even a place. You can go across the whole state and explore.
Back to MP.
Sweet that.
Valanciunas with a screen on Booker. And a wide open look for
Somebody has
MP.
sleep problems.
Sacramento again missing.
When they come to you, what's the process?
Basically, I evaluate
Here's
people
Durant.
and we try to
And
use
it's Sacramento
my
with the
training
rebound.
and try to classify
MP's
their
got 6
disorder
rebounds here
into
tonight.
medical description. So, for instance, snoring is a really common.
Shoots it
Sleepy,
from the top of the
being
key.
sleepy
He
during the day
buries
is
it.
really common.
MP's got 11
Insomnia
points here in
common.
just the second
And
half.
then you'll get some unique things like sleepwalking, acting up,
Booker
on
looking
sleep,
around.
nightmares.
That's
Dunn
fun.
finds Allen.
Sort of walking good things.
It's
Kicks it out to
interesting.
Booker.
My brother was actually a sleepwalker
Pass to
and
Dunn.
would do
Nice
things
ball
like
movement by
climb
Phoenix.
under, like
And
he would
stolen
punch
by
out his window and like
MP.
jump off the roof, like run around and ring the doorbell.
Now
And
Valanciunas.
I have a lot of with my mom.
Whistle
I
blows.
hope that I'm-
Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
It was very severe.
He's been
I think it
incredible.
was like
And
traumatizing.
anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottom.
No one
And
day.
the Kings making a change here. Levine's checked in. The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
yeah, I like that they haven't lost their
And
aggressiveness
he
here
said
in
he
the
would like
second,
wake up in the
despite
middle
being
of
down.
like the campus in his boxer shorts and be like, "How did I get
Here's
here?"
Booker.
You know,
Still doing this nonsense?
I think
Finish
it's better
inside
now. I
from
think it's
Booker.
something he like threw
Down
out
the
of
stretch,
it to
he's been
some degree,
flat
but
out
he, like,
awesome. He helped them
can't-
get
he
the
goes to a
lead, and
hotel,
now he's
like,
making
spends the
sure
night, he wants to
they
sleep on the
keep
first
it.
floor, so
Sabonis is screen on Booker.
there's like
The
long-lasting
drive by
effects.
MP.
Yeah.
Give MP lanes to the rim. He looks to attack. I love his initiative there.
Phoenix leading by 8.
Not a bad idea. I mean, there are some people that we have
Now
like
Booker, a
dip
fadeaway.
themselves up in like
And you
and like
know
put bits on their hands.
Devin
And,
Booker.
you know, they can't have
Another
anything
good
sharp in
play.
their room.
This is how they
Watch
broke the
these
lead.
people sleep.
Calling
That's
on
part
the
of your
right
job.
guys
It is.
at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays
He's
that
got like a
turn the
motion
score.
sensor that lets you know when
And
the
here's
highlights are
MP
coming.
for 3.
Well, so we
Good on the
recorded it
triple.
and then
And
we
You don't go to their house.
He's
You
got
just cover.
50 points.
And this kid is confident. MP just coming right back with his own three.
No good from Booker.
Well, just
The Kings trail by 8.
themselves,
MP with it.
and they'll
Guarded
send
now by
me
Durant.
things like I'm not looking at messages on social
MP
media like
dishes the Valanciunas.
video, and it's interesting sometimes the way people set up
And here
cameras.
is MP.
Like,
Back
just
to
with their
Levine.
eyes. I'll be like, yeah,
Three-pointer.
that's just
Good. And
as
the
you're
assist
falling
goes
asleep,
to
your eyes kind
MP.
of roll side to side.
MP's got 5 assists tonight.
They thought they were best.
They thought it was
Levine getting more comfortable
Your
as a
client's
go-to
sleep
guy,
issues are
running
actually
the shot
linked to
when it
unresolved
matters
problems.
most.
I would say
Nice
it's
shot by
25%,
Booker.
maybe
And
30%.
boy, he's really integrated dominant performance last
Yeah.
game.
Were they
Same thing
expected to
this
know you
time
like
out.
Seems
stuff
to
that they
be
went through?
nobody standing in his way, no
I've had
roadblocks for him to
people write
get
me a
to a
letter
spot.
years later
And
and tell me
again
something
for
that they
three.
wrote, and they might be
Another three.
arrested.
right when I see
Sure,
what's
I've
the first
seen
thing
a better three-point
Talk
shooting
for about
night.
an hour.
They just keep pouring
about
in.
your life.
This is a top
And
5
easily
all-time
understanding what
single
you're trying to
game
fit.
for
Shirts
three-point
cover
shots
this?
made.
Doesn't Seattle,
And
I
the
bet.
fans
It
are
does.
so fired up after that
Everywhere.
triple.
It does.
That
You taking
trimmed the
shirts
lead
or
at
no?
the other end.
I take out of
And
network
now
insurance.
they are stunned.
People in
Sabonis is
general
screen
sleep
on Booker.
better than Seattle because of all
In the
rain.
corner, it's
I don't think
Valanciunas.
so. I actually
Back
think
to
the light dark
MD.
cycle, because it's so dramatic there, probably necessary.
Sabonis is
Plus,
screen on Booker.
there's all the
A three from MP.
technical and
No good. Shot missing.
He's not the
Why
guy
do you
that you want to
specialize
give a
in
wide open look
I just thought it
from
was
three-point
interesting,
range.
too,
They're lucky that
when
one
you
doesn't
practice
cost them.
neurology and you see people having strokes and
Plumlee sets the pick for
diagnose them
Allen.
with horrible things, you think, gosh, you've got to do something
Levine,
more about
and here's
prevention.
Booker from the
So
arc.
that really appealed
No
to me,
good.
and
About
that's
3
when
seconds
I
between
chose
shot
it as
and
a
gameplay.
profession.
And
People
I
thought it
think
was
they
really
realize any
strange,
hope of a
like it
comeback
wasn't
is
even a
gone.
real deal.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to
in my
lose this one,
fellowship
but
with
will they
people
take
saying,
something
"Is that
from the
like a real
loss?
specialty?" Like, I think they thought maybe I was kind
That's
of like
the
a
Plumlee.
complementary medicine type of doctor or something. Like,
We're ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Now everyone cares
Yeah.
so much. I mean, listen, my father-in-law, just watching him strap
So
up.
it's
his
Phoenix
sleep
picking up the win.
apnea
A
at night.
narrow win under
And then he's bragging about his scores in the morning. Just like, oh, I got over an 80. Is that good?
it is good.
Okay. How many hours of sleep does a healthy adult need?
At least 7. Between 7 and 9, we like to say. Like, there's this Goldilocks zone. Not too little, not too much, but 7 to 9.
Is 11 depressing?
Visualize a win
11,
tonight.
something's going
Then
on.
Go out and take it.
That's what I'd like. I like. No, I like. What do I like? I can't even do the math. I'm at least an 8-hour sleeper.
That's
for
good.
sure. But I don't sleep it straight. Is that okay? That I get up 3 or 4 times in the night? Maybe 2 or 3.
Are they short?
Very short. Just to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
We wake up after every sleep cycle. That's probably what's happening. If you think about it, it's like how to protect yourself if you're living in the wild, right? You wake up, you look around, and then you go back to sleep. You're making sure everything's still okay.
That's what I'm protecting my house. Oh, man, that's good. That's also my biggest fear about jail. I don't think sleep has affected my life to where I'm like, I don't ever want to commit a crime because going to jail, that just seems like such a nightmare to me. How they sleep in there.
What do they do in jail?
Oh, I don't know. First of all, you only get one pillow, okay? And then there's a threat at all times, somebody doing something to you, like your brother, except for they're not asleep.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It just seems crazy. If jail was like, oh, you can have 3 pillows and you can stay in your cell all day and sleep all day and night and it won't bug you, then I'd be like, okay, jail sounds okay. But the fact that it's like, no, rise and shine and you gotta get, why are they waking people up? I'll be honest with you, I don't even know that they do. But I always feel like I think they do. Anyway, stroke prevention. How is sleep related to this?
Well, if you have a sleep disorder, you're more at risk for vascular disease, so heart attack and stroke, because sleep plays such an important role in restoring our health and immune function. If we don't sleep well, our blood pressure goes up, and that's a huge risk factor for vascular disease.
This is great. All this stuff makes sense. Yeah, because nothing bothers me more when I talk to those people. They're like, oh, it's just 3 or 4 hours. That's all I need. I'm like, what's the best position to sleep in?
Depends on what you're thinking about, but interestingly, there was a study that just came out in January in a very prestigious journal called Cell. These scientists think that when we sleep on our sides, we can drain our veins in our neck. We have these big jugular veins in our neck. And this clearance of waste that happens when we sleep, we get better drainage when we sleep on our sides. And depending on how the anatomy of your venous drainage, you may want to do both sides or sleep on one side. But
I like this answer. I sleep on my sides, flip back and forth throughout the night, and then occasionally I'll do a little bit on my back, and occasionally I'll do a little on my stomach. But for the most part, I don't have a set position. Now, my wife just sleeps, doesn't move, doesn't remove the covers, and just sweats all night long. I just find it disturbing and disgusting. What's the ideal temperature we should be sleeping at?
they say 65 to 68 degrees.
Oh, that's my heaven. If you could talk my wife into 65. No, it's just it's like 72. Just something off. What kind of mattress should we be using?
There is some personal preference, what's subjective, and for some people it depends on how much you weigh. So
more you weigh, the firmer mattress you're going to need. And so, but like a medium firm is generally like, you know, what most people are going to prefer. And there's a little bit of science around it should be heat dissipating. So, you know, it's keeping your body cool. You're not getting hot.
She's wrong, right? Everything she sleeps wrong. She shouldn't be this hot. All right, that's a firmish mattress. But I have a little bit of the acid reflux, so I put the blocks up on the bed for a slight. That's fine, right?
Yep.
Or no?
No, that's good. That's
okay.
good.
What about those beds that the old people have, the foldable ones? Are people actually sleeping in those things?
People do. There are some people that need to elevate more, either because, you know, their body weight, it helps them kind of mechanically breathe easier, or for reflux. You know, some people just have trouble getting out of bed, and so it's helpful for them.
I don't like it when they have beds that are split in half, where one half can do something and the other half. Then there's a seam in the middle. All of a sudden, I want to roll over and say hi to what's her name, you know? And now I've got a seam.
Well, but you know what? With the temperature thing, like you're talking about, they have those cooling mattresses now, where, like, you know, you could have the cooling mattress on yours.
I don't care. And you know what? The worst mattresses are those air. Any sleep numbers where they have the air. That's garbage. Is snoring a sign of someone getting real sound sleep, or a sign that they're about to die?
It's more on the about to die. Closer to the about to die. Although you can do that for a long time, and your body sort of makes adaptations, and they're not necessarily great adaptations. Like your brain stops being as arousable, so you start becoming sleepier and sleepier. So that's why, you know, think about it. If someone's snoring really loud and they can sleep through that, you know, that's not natural. You should awaken to something that loud.
This is great. See, I'm just thinking of my in-laws now, because she has to have my mother-in-law has to have a sound machine on, and a sound machine as an adult seems unnecessary. She also has to have it complete black. There can be no light, and then he's got the CPAP machine on, and it's just chaos in there. It's just the loudest noise. I have got children in the other room that don't need these type of distractions. What's wrong?
Getting older.
That seems like they're just making stuff up. Explain what sleep debt is to people who might not be aware of the term and think it sounds like hippy-dippy bullshit.
I think of it like sleep appetite. So whenever you stay awake, your body builds up neurotransmitters, and that increases your need for sleep. So it's just like if you starve yourself for a while, you'll become hungry and hungry. So we need a certain amount of sleep debt, 16 hours on average, to sleep 8 hours at night.
All right. I'll believe that. Can we catch up on sleep?
To some degree, yes. So, for instance, if you're very sleep deprived, let's say you have a big test or something this week, and you don't get great sleep, and then you can make up for it on the weekend. But if you're chronically sleep deprived, if you just think about in terms of math, if you add up those hours, it becomes so many hours. If you're chronically sleep deprived, you really can't catch up on it.
My mother, I was not a great student. Now, you were a great student. My mother's advice to me always was, sometimes I would be overwhelmed about a test, and her advice is, instead of studying really hard, she'd be like, well, just make sure you have a good night's sleep. That was always her advice to almost everything.
Good advice.
Just go to bed.
It's really good advice.
You think it's good advice? That's great.
Well, you have to study, but then there are all other studies that show you're learning. You keep what you learned if you sleep after.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think she was just like, hey, I think you just need some sleep. I failed the test. She's like, well, were you rested? I felt great. How long should it take you to fall asleep?
Oh, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, I can fall asleep. I can beat that.
You can?
Oh, easy.
Are you like, my head hits the pillow and...
Naps, it's just, the second I am allowed to take a nap, I just go to sleep.
For how long?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it depends. As long as I'm allowed to. If I had my dream nap, it would probably be close to an hour. But usually they're much shorter than that. Is that too long? Is an hour too long?
No, it's not too long. There are different lengths of naps that have different benefits. So like the power nap, you're getting a certain number of minutes of stage 2, and that's performance enhancing. And then, you know, we say like the perfect nap is one sleep cycle, midday. And so there's like different times you would take it to try to get different distributions of your sleep stages.
I just feel like I'm very European. I just need a nap after I eat. I eat lunch, I want to go down. Almost immediately. Can napping be a problem?
The only time I'm really against them is for people who struggle with chronic insomnia. They're very counterproductive to that. Or sometimes people fall asleep on the couch and then they get up to go to bed and then they can't sleep because they've, just slept for a while.
My wife every night falls asleep on the couch at night, and I'm like, why don't we just get up and go to bed? And she's like, oh, I don't want to go. Like, she just wants to go to sleep twice, basically. It seems so unnecessary. But the ordeal of doing all the stuff before bed is too much, I guess. We have no TVs in any bedroom in our house, but everybody gets an iPad. No, we don't have TVs. I remember when they were. I was like, no, there's a TV in the family room. The end. It's the phones and the screens that are the biggest problem with good sleep.
I think so. I think that's a big part of it.
Reading on your phone before bed it's bad for us. We shouldn't do it.
It's bad because it's the light, for one, is sending a signal that it's daytime.
Can't we change the light setting?
It doesn't really filter it out completely. The little I forget what it's called, like dark mode, or I forget what it's called.
There's a dark mode.
And then also what we're doing, so if you're on social media, or you're scrolling, it's kind of giving you little dopamine hits, and just kind of keeps your day going, where we need a little...
But what if I'm just straight reading from the phone?
I think that's okay. I mean, it's better. The less light, the better.
When do you stop eating before bed?
So I eat dinner around 6 o'clock, and I don't eat anything after that.
Do you have dessert after dinner?
No. I mean, rarely, unless it's like a special occasion or...
You don't have a sweet tooth, or you just don't want to have dessert because it's not good for you?
It will affect my sleep. I'll have reflux, and also, if I do, I'm going to gain weight.
You're a tiny person. Diet is a huge part of sleeping, right?
It is. More than people realize. They're entwined, they're synergistic with each other.
So you're saying a minimum of 3 hours.
I would say a minimum of 3.
I love to eat and then... What about naps? It's okay to eat and then crash?
If you eat before bed, one, you can have like reflux and things like that, but also it moves your circadian rhythm, like your natural timing of sleep. It moves it a little later. So especially if you're someone who has trouble getting up in the morning or going to bed at the right time, it can be very counterproductive.
If I don't fall asleep right when I'm tired, then there goes that opportunity to fall asleep.
I don't know the answer to that question, but I do hear people say that a lot, that they almost feel like, it's like a wave coming and you missed it and you have to wait for the next one.
Right, but that's not helpful. You can't tell me why. Do you sleep well?
I do. I sleep extremely well.
Have you always slept well?
I'm one of those good sleepers, but in sleep medicine, you can be too sleepy. So I've definitely been on that end of the spectrum. Like, we think of insomnia as you don't sleep well, but there can also be people who are too sleepy and sleep too much. So I've definitely been on that end of the spectrum at times in my life.
Are you married?
I'm married.
Okay. A husband?
Yes.
Does he sleep well?
He does.
Do you guys go to bed at the same time every night?
We do, but we're both night owls, and so we sort of have a negative effect on each other.
Like this. Okay, you're both night owls. So what time do you go to bed at night?
Well, now because I have young kids, I try to go to bed by like 9:30, 10. But before kids, it was like midnight.
What time do you wake up? What time do the kids wake up?
My kids wake up around 6:45, 7, but I get up at between 6 and 6:15.
So I'm just getting your routine. We have the exact same age kids. You have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. We both have 2-year-olds and 6-year-olds. Every minute that I'm awake past them going to bed, I feel is wasted. I'm like, I should just go down. What am I doing? What? We're going to start a new series? Like, this is not the time. This is time to recharge.
Yes.
So I try to go to bed very early. Did your kids sleep well?
Yes.
Really?
Sleep train them, which for some reason is extremely controversial. Whenever I talk about it, I'll get messages saying like you're a child abuser and
well, that who cares?
like that. No, I know, but for some reason it's so controversial. I did sleep train my first one around 6 months, and the second one I was just like 3 months. Let's go.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
I sleep trained the first one, and it took in like 2 days.
Yes.
It was like 2 days of torture, doing the alarm on my phone. Okay, but the second one didn't care as much, and she just figured it out pretty quickly. Both my kids, great sleepers, and I see people that struggle, but they don't do the things necessary to stop it. So I'm like, well, I don't care anymore. Oh, you're tired? Well, yeah, your kid still sleeps in your bed, and she's 5.
Yes.
What age did you put like pillows and blankets and stuff in there?
I waited. You're technically supposed to wait until 1 year because
sometimes longer. Some of these pediatricians like, don't put anything in there yet. I'm like, what? My kid's got a pillow, blanket, doesn't need a sleep sack to sleep. Like, well, does she stay on the pillow? Like for the most part.
Yeah.
How important are pillows?
We definitely don't know the scientific answer to that, but I think people find them to be helpful for neck support or I think they become something we're used to if you have them.
How many pillows do you sleep?
2.
3.
Depends.
No,
Are they all under your head?
No, but I have one like kind of like furnish foam one that is down, and then a really soft feather on top of it. That way I get the height, but I still have the softness of the feather. Okay, then the other one is just for body and stuff like that.
That makes sense.
You can have that one. Okay. No, but my wife she's got all kinds of pillows. She's got these square pillows that are supposed to help with backs. None of it, I don't pay attention to. There's no wall between.
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. So a moment now to see the story for Anthony Edwards.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. And for the Kings, Jonas Valanciunas out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then it's MP, and it's Levine in at the shooting guard position. And the highlight of this game could be the matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got 2 bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
And it's the Kings to start out. Pass to MP. Valanciunas with it. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. Timberwolves on D. MP shot is off. Outside McDaniels. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Conley against MP. Off target from 3-point range. And here are the Timberwolves. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on MP.
Conley just keeps producing. He's the ultimate professional.
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
And Conley's a guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
And Conley drops them both.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And MP throws it down.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota.
Good game
traveled
here.
to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings. Came away with a win.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Now here's Conley. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Slick move that time by Conley with the rock, carving out some space for himself to get the hoop.
MP outside. Valanciunas with a screen on Conley. And here's MP from outside. And another Sacramento three.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Randall outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
And, you know, the impressiveness, it's been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And here's MP from outside. Rebound Minnesota, coming off a win against the Blazers.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Now here's MP. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Valanciunas with a screen on Conley. Pass to MP. Now here's Sabonis to the wing, right side. Shot clock at 3. Here's LaVine. McDaniels with the rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on DeRozan. Throws it up high. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
And I was like, okay, so let's get rid of
Here's MP. Give him 8 points now. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Now timeout called by Sacramento.
Then it's safe. They just... She'd have to get another done. We'll ship that for you. Don't worry about it. There's remote controls. You can put them on timers. My kids just doesn't have to get rid of those. You'll love it.
I like them when the price is right.
Like, let's make a deal where you win the all.
Oh, okay.
But we should get those off the desk. I'm sorry. It's a lot, I know. But you know, I'll give you a
I can handle it.
Have you made contact with your biological parents?
I have attempted to. I have done what's called like the switch through the adoption agency. That they aren't able to put me in contact. I have tried. You know, I kids remember when I was younger.
Okay.
People have told me that it's possible.
You have to go to Korea.
You have to go to Korea. You have to hire a detective, or you have to basically find
And the standings for the NBA Cup starting to come into focus.
Yeah, but there's still time to make a push. We'll just have to wait and see which teams are able to punch their ticket to the knockout round.
In my case, from the information I have,
Minnesota in the
really
lead.
Forced upon, you know, by the family. Because you not only are you ricochetting
Now here's
yourself,
Conley. Looking at his
so
numbers,
sort of
currently
don't
he's averaging around 9 points a game.
I know that have
McDaniels
found
a
their
screen.
families,
Fader on the way.
they still
And
it was
Minnesota
like still
again with a bucket.
like I'll talk to
With
you,
the way
but
he can rise,
there's not gonna be
Edwards
any,
able
like,
to get that shot off anytime.
I have my family.
They've been
now.
having
They
major
know how to
problems
Yeah, as
offensively.
an adopted
Definitely
individual,
in a bit of a dry
how do you feel
spell.
about the experience overall?
Again,
advice
missed by the Kings.
you offer to someone?
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys.
that
but
I would tell
trying to
people
shoot his way
is
back into a groove.
keep the connection between the biological family.
Seems to have
You
a
know, you don't
knack for
necessarily
hitting
have to
guys
have a
in their
relationship the
spots.
whole
His vision
childhood,
excellent.
but maintain that
here's MP.
identity and the connection
Give
so
him 8
that if the
points
child
now.
has questions and wants to speak that out someday, they have a right to go ask those questions.
Health benefits alone.
Yeah, health benefits for sure.
I've looked into adopting a horse. In California, now in California, all adoptions
On the
have
wing
to
to
be
Rosen.
open adoption.
McDaniels covering.
It can't be a sealed off
Rosen
private,
showing
like,
no
it
panic
used to be. Is that
whatsoever.
true?
Shot clock almost down, but nothing but cool head and composure from him.
That's what I was told.
Now here's Conley.
Which I think is a good thing, because what you're saying is what we should do. Can you
Now
have
Gobert.
a nightmare and still have good sleep?
You can. A lot of it has to do with the way the
Randall
person
with it.
subjectively interprets that experience. Usually when people come to see me for that, they're not having a good sleep.
Over
I mean,
Valanciunas.
that's why they're there to see.
Randall can't hit.
Is lucid dreaming a real
Kings
thing?
trail by 3.
It is.
You do it?
Pass to MP.
Experienced it, but I'm not one of the rare people that can do it frequently.
Sabonis with a screen on Conley.
But I've never
And here's
really
MP from
I
outside.
think you have to train yourself.
Connects
to some
from
degree.
downtown.
We know that
MP's
people
got 11.
are
The
actually
defense has to
good
understand
at
the
it
scouting
and
report on
doing
MP.
what they say.
He
We just have
can
to
make
make
you
it
pay
work.
from deep.
Randall
No way to
outside.
track it, right?
Yeah, but sometimes you,
Back to
you know, like
Conley.
there's a famous researcher that did these experiments where he would be following
The
people's
11
eye
footer.
movements and they would wake up and say they were
He
playing
can't get that
a
one to
ping-pong
fall.
match. And,
There wasn't much
you know,
defensive
there can be little
resistance there,
things
guys,
like
but
that.
somehow he
It's
blew
the
it
one
anyway.
thing
Missed
that goes back
opportunity.
and forth.
Sure. But no, you do have to
MP
take their
outside.
word for it.
Valanciunas with a screen on Conley.
Trying
And
to
here's
control
MP from
But
outside.
at some point, I'm like, I'm
McDaniels
just
with the
wide
rebound.
awake at this point. I'm not. This is
The
no longer
Timberwolves have
dream.
gone 5
Well,
of
you're
9
supposed
from the
to
floor.
ask yourself during the day,
Randall can't
am I
hit.
dreaming? Am I dreaming? And then by saying that and practicing it,
And so it's
then
Levine with it.
that
He
should
brings it
happen
up for
to you when
Sacramento.
you're dreaming. And then
Here's
supposedly
MP. Back to Levine.
realize that you're dreaming.
Kicks
That's
it out to
supposedly
MP.
the first step. And then once you have that
Valanciunas with a
awareness that
screen
you're
on
dreaming,
Conley.
then you
From
can
deep,
try
MP.
to control the dream.
Oh, another miss by
I'm gonna
MP.
start working. Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? I'm gonna
Conley
do that all day
looking for an
long.
opening.
Your
Here's
dreams mean
McDaniels.
anything.
Yes,
I think it depends
great
who you
play
have,
by
but they're
Conley to set it
basically
up. And the
going to
Timberwolves
contain
lead by
content
2.
from the
And
day,
now,
important things that happen
almost
during
all
the
their
day.
points
And
coming
then
from the paint.
basically what's happening
From deep,
is the
MP.
brain is scanning
The rebound by the
memories and
Timberwolves.
trying to make associations.
McDaniels
past
got his 4th
memories.
rebound in
So
this one.
What we remember about him
And
is
it's Sacramento
we
with
all
the
dream
rebound.
every night, not consciously aware of where we remember it, but
DeRozan with the
I
ball.
think
Now
there
guarded
is a
by
whole
McDaniels.
community in
Deflects
neuroscience,
the
these are
pass.
like legitimate
DeRozan
researchers
passes to
that
MP.
believe there's so much about our unconscious awareness and our intuition that does have meaning, but
There's the 3.
we don't have a lot of
Again,
about,
MP
but
missing.
I do think to answer you, I
The
do think
Timberwolves
they
have got
have
half their
meaning, but
attempts to
maybe not
go.
the way,
6 of 12.
maybe not the way
Randall
we think about
goes up
that
and
they have
lays it
meaning.
in. Nice and
They
easy.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he
These
usually
hygiene
gets the
that we
best
all
of
hear
him.
about,
Sacramento calls timeout. And some changes here for the Kings. Jones, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Laravia comes in for Valanciunas. And it's Monk in for DeRozan. And the Timberwolves also making a change. DiVincenzo's checked in. Now here's MP. 11 points in the game. Levine passes to MP. They set a pick.
That's number one. Number two, I would say all these nutrition and exercise.
Fires the 3.
Fitness.
Fires in the triple. MP's got 14.
Really rare to see a young fella let it fly like that from range, but MP's got the confidence already.
Randall outside. Back to Conley.
So, like, having more cholesterol, having more blood pressure, having a healthy body.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Excellent mobility right there. I like when Gobert rolls to the rim with that aggression.
The drive by MP. Outside Monk. MP looking around.
This summer, to get out
From outside the arc. And the Kings with another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. The Timberwolves have got 8 of 15 shots to go. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Under any circumstance. Well, it's time for the segment we call Hello. How about you? You can fall asleep under any circumstance. Well,
pass to DiVincenzo.
Segment we call
Here's Randall.
Hello. Show. That's where
let's go with a 3. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist from Randall. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
His wife on a night they saw me in Las Vegas back in
and here's MP. 17 points in the game.
Hooked
loose and stolen by Clark. Outside, DiVincenzo for 3. Randall. And it's Laravia with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
MP against DiVincenzo. Lets it go from deep. MP's shot is good. MP's got 20.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Alexander Walker, the pass to DiVincenzo.
Tickets on sale now for Monterey, Santa.
There's the triple. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, you know, that last 3 got...
Carl, ready for this free plug?